Today I will be talking about the process that it takes in making wallboard. Most people don't know the process that it actually takes. They go to the lumber yard, they pick out a sheet of wallboard, they take it to their house and hang it on the wall and think nothing about what it actually took to make this piece of wallboard. So some of you may be wondering, what is gypsum? So, by www.mineraleducationcoalition.org, it is a mineral and a rock. In the United States, there is 19 states that actually have gypsum. And of those states, there are 5 that are the most gypsum producing mines. And number 1 is Oklahoma, number 2 is Iowa, number 3 is Nevada, number 4 is Texas, and number 5 is California. Now the first thing that I'm going to be talking about is the mining process, and this can, the mining process, and this can be done in 2 different ways. And the first way is blasting, and that's where the engineer, he drills holes and puts explosives inside the holes and plans the whole thing out so that they can easily access the rock. And then there's the surface miner, which most of the world's gypsum is actually produced by surface mining operations in the United States. And what they do is actually have this surface miner goes through and breaks up the ground, gets the gypsum out of the ground, and strips the first layers of gypsum and the ground, and after that, this actually requires no blasting whatsoever. So they either blast or strip. After that point, they have huge loaders that come around and load up these dump trucks. These dump trucks take it to a pile of rocks over here, where later it's loaded up on a truck and shipped to the production plant. So after the truck drivers deliver the gypsum to the production side, it's actually it's going to be taken to the calcining process, which they crush these rocks into smaller rocks. And then it's transferred into rock bins, where they decide if they want it to be land plastered, which is BMA. It's a raw gypsum which has two parts water, or they decide if they're actually going to cook the gypsum, and this has half part water in it. And stucco is the actual kettle stucco. Is actually, we call it stucco, and it's transferred over to the production side. And it's usually cooked until it's like a powder-like that almost flows like water. And it goes, then it is transferred to the production bins, where it's actually used for production of the wallboard. Which leads us to the production side, where they add top and bottom paper to the mix. So you have the top and bottom paper, and the reason why they have the top and bottom paper is this stucco has to have a place to be able to form. So you have that paper there to form it, to hold it together, and then to make it to where it actually sits flush on a wall, you actually have to have some edges. So they have some edge cutters that cut the edges and send the board down the line. And you have a mixer, which is basically like a huge homemade mixer, a home mixer, but it's just a huge version of it, and it actually mixes all the stucco, the water, the additives, everything that actually goes into the process. Which then it goes under the forming plate, which it actually gives the thickness of the board that our customer requires. 1/2 inch, 5/8, 1 inch, and actually is transferred down into the knife section where they cut it, and goes into the dryer section where we cook it. and it's transferred into the the takeoff section where it goes into bunglers, and we trim the edges and place bowline tape on the edge for appearance. After learning the process like mining, calcining, and production, I realized that there is much more to wallboard than most people think. So the next time that you're remodeling your home and you're hanging some wallboard on your wall, think of all the people that were involved in that one piece of wallboard. Thank you.